Today we're jumping right into a massive fight brewing in Hollywood over artificial intelligence. This is a big one because it could literally define who tells our stories for generations.
Okay, so let's get into it. Hollywood's unions are getting ready for another huge labor negotiation. But listen, this isn't just another squabble over paychecks. This is a fight against what a lot of people see as a genuine existential threat to their jobs, their art, everything.
You know, for decades, contract talks were always about the money, right? Pay, residuals, the usual stuff. But that's not what this is about. The heart of the conflict now is the actual technology that's used to make our favorite movies and TV shows.
And that is a fundamental shift. We've gone way beyond just arguing about dollars and cents. This has turned into a struggle for creative survival. It's about the future of human art in Hollywood itself.
And you have to understand, one side in this fight has a crystal clear goal, and that directive is coming from the very top.
Let's look at Disney, one of the biggest players in the game. Their corporate board, which is, heavily influenced by Wall Street, has already set the agenda. And the main priority isn't just about creating great stories anymore, it's about the technology that creates them. I mean, this quote from a Disney board member really says it all. There's no doubt about it. The order is to get AI integrated into movie production and to do it fast.
So for the studios, AI is really the next big thing for efficiency. They see it as a tool to slash production costs and pump up the profits from their streaming platforms. It is, plain and simple, a business decision.
But for the people who actually make the movies, the actors, writers, and directors, that business decision feels more like a creative death sentence. They don't see it as a tool. They see it as a direct threat to their entire careers and their craft.
And this is not some theoretical, down-the-road kind of threat. The numbers are already telling a pretty grim story. In just a single year, the industry saw a staggering 42% drop in writing jobs. We're talking about over 1,000 people. The impact is already here.
And this isn't a problem that's just affecting one group. AI could potentially disrupt almost every single job in the production pipeline. From the stars you see on screen to the writers in the writer's room, the VFX artists, and all the essential crew members who make everything happen behind the scenes.
So, with these battle lines drawn so clearly, both sides are at the negotiating table. But they're not just talking. They are absolutely racing against a ticking clock.
Talks are already happening with all the major unions, but the real pressure point is July. That's when the current contracts expire. And, as if that weren't enough, they're also dealing with other huge issues like pension and health plans that are in serious trouble. It's a recipe for a very, very tense summer.
If you really want to get a sense of the urgency here, you just have to look at the technology itself. So there's this kind of famous AI test where you ask it to make a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. Back in 2023, during the last strikes, the result was a distorted, creepy mess. Today, that exact same prompt can generate video that is shockingly close to Hollywood quality, with multiple camera cuts and AI-generated audio. The technology is just getting better at a mind-blowing, exponential rate.
So what happens here is going to do a lot more than just determine paychecks. It's going to shape the entire future of entertainment. And right now, there are two very, very different ways this could all play out. So on one hand, there's the optimistic take, that AI could actually democratize filmmaking, right? It could empower a whole new wave of creators from outside the traditional Hollywood system. But on the other hand, there's this deep fear that it'll just lead to this fractured world of endless, forgettable, AI-generated content where we kind of lose that shared cultural experience we get from movies.
And that brings us to the real question at the heart of this entire thing. This isn't just about technology or contracts. It's about who has the power, who has the right, and who has the voice to shape the stories that define our culture. And the answer to that question is going to determine what all of us are watching for years and years to come.